Good evening. I am your host, George the Disney Italiano. So what you're about to watch is an out-of-theater reaction that Abby and I did coming out of the theater at City Walk at Universal Studios Hollywood. We just got done seeing Jurassic World Rebirth. There was just a couple extra things that I wanted to add, so I'm not going to repeat myself of what you're about to watch. The review was only like shy of 2 minutes, so I wanted to add a little bit more to this, just to kind of give it a little bit more of a beefy video. But as I said, I'm not going to repeat myself of what you're about to watch. So I will say that the movie was good, but it wasn't great. As I said, I did give my rating. You'll see it in a little bit. The actors were decent, but I feel like they weren't fully memorable. I love Scarlett Johansson. I think she's a phenomenal actress. But there were some moments in the movie where I felt like they weren't necessary. Especially in the very beginning. There were some conversations between characters that I felt like didn't need to be added unless it was involving their character arc progressing throughout the movie, which it did not. Sort of like, for instance, Scarlett Johansson's character, they briefly were talking about a person who she had lost. They said his name, but no, like, how, like, connection she was to him. She seemed upset, but there was, like, no storyline to it, and it didn't come back up in the conversation as the story progressed. So it's like, well, then why mention it? Now, again, they were planning on making this another third trilogy of the Jurassic series. So it could very well be that it's like a startup point for them to bring it up again. I don't know. But right now, I just felt like it was kind of, unnecessary to mention certain things that had no relevance to the story. The dinosaurs, again, were really cool. We saw some new ones. They're very creepy. Abby gets freaked out with the bird-like dinosaurs, which those are the ones that kind of gave the jump scare, which she did mention for herself in the review. But yeah, that's all I basically wanted to add in. You'll see the review of Abby and I coming out of the theater now, but as I said, I just wanted to add just a little bit more into it, so to kind of give it a little bit more depth, because the out of theater reaction wasn't too long, which I don't really like to make these too long to begin with, but I wanted to give you a little something extra. Plus the music was kind of loud. People were trying to get photos of where we were standing, which you'll see why in a minute. And yeah, so hope you enjoy the video. Hey everyone, George the Disney Italiano coming to you here at City Walk with Abby at Universal Studios Hollywood. We just got out of the movie theater. We saw Jurassic World Rebirth. And I never could tell whether it's Jurassic World or Jurassic Park, Yeah, see, that would help. But any case, we're doing our out-of-theater reaction. So I just have to say, it was a decent movie. I actually quite liked it. I thought it was kind of slow in the very beginning, but it started picking up the pace. But I feel like all the Jurassic movies are like that. They always kind of start out slow. You don't know where it's going with it.
Yeah, with telling the story and everything, so...
Yeah, and then what I did love, that they actually added a line to pay tribute to another Steven Spielberg movie, Jaws. So for anyone that's coming to see the movie, watch the movie, because there's a line in there that pays tribute to that movie. I'm not going to tell you, you have to find out for yourself. But I love the different kind of like mutated dinos and everything.
They were scary.
Yeah, it was like some creepy moments. It was a really good movie. So I'd have to give it, honestly, I'd give it a 6 out of 10 for me.
I give it a 7 just because it kind of scared me.
Yeah.
Especially the birds.
Of course,
the flying,
yes.
The flying dinosaurs.
Yes. So
they were huge.
Yeah. So for me, I think nothing can compare to the original Jurassic. But as I said, it's a great movie added to the collection, and I think after this, I still think they need a couple more to do it justice for sure. So in that case, this is Abby. I'm George at Disney Italiano. And as I always say, in Italiano fashion, stay safe, stay healthy, stay...
Okay.
No, that's not it. It's all
Oh,
universal,
universal,
baby.
baby.